Beauty. I got you loud and clear.
All good. You got noise? Great. I didn't get a run sheet, so I don't know if there's anything unusual happening tonight. I do think there is, maybe not tonight, but the little kids play.
Yep.
And sometimes they retire players and do things like that. But I haven't heard, nobody's shoulder tapped me, so.
Right.
Make it up as we go. We could retire somebody if we wanted to. Pick on somebody and retire them.
That's it. You're done.
Yeah.
Enjoy the golf course.
The joke was we had a player last week, against the Macas, Braden Lee, who's just been, with the team since probably conception, just forever.
Right.
And he retired, but I think that's his third retirement.
Oh, is it?
The Godfather. Just when they think you're out, they drag you back in.
Yeah.
I think it's The Godfather. One of those movies.
Yeah.
It's hard to get away from them. It's great fraternity, and you probably picked that up with your team too.
Oh, it's the same thing. So I wasn't sure if I was going to play this year. I just didn't, I didn't know. I really wasn't sure if I was good enough or whatnot. And they said, "Oh, come on out, have a go." And then turns out the only reason I'm not playing is just because I import status.
Right.
Which is weird. We've got 4 imports on our team. 3 of us, I am one of them, 3 of us have a Kiwi passport. So 3 of our imports are citizens of New Zealand, but yet we haven't played enough in New Zealand to be a Kiwi player.
Right.
So next year I'll be a Kiwi player.
Oh, good. So then you don't have to take a spot.
No, exactly.
Number 17, how do I pronounce that?
Dalmato. And then number 12 there with the burgundy pants, that's Stepanek.
The size on that guy.
It's a big boy.
Wait a minute. Who let the train in? So who took the Grey Cup this year? I don't even know.
I think Toronto took it, if I'm being honest with you. But I'm not sure. I don't really follow football too much.
Oh, okay. Funny story, when I started, I lived in Wellington for 15 years.
Okay.
And I got tangled up with NCAA, with a football league there.
Yeah.
I quarterbacked for 10 years. That was great fun, but man, beats you up. It was a whole bunch of league players. So it was a summer sport here. So, when they were off season, they'd play what they call gridiron, right?
Right.
And they were just,
big rugby boys with helmets.
Little white boy you mean you could hit like that? Yeah. So it was quite. I learned to skedaddle quite well.
Yeah. He can't be tackled. He's untouchable. Yeah, because I'm afraid if they touch me, I'll die.
That's exactly it. We've been on. Well, welcome, ladies and gentlemen. I guess you've got a brief inside look to myself, Dave Dubnik, and I have Kyle March with me from Auckland. We didn't realize, can I say sorry enough? Didn't realize that you guys were listening to that. Apologies. Welcome to Stampede Hockey here, SkyCity Stampede against the Swarm, Botany Swarm. This looks like a battle between possibly the 2 top teams in the league. Kyle, what's your view on your local Auckland team so far this year?
I think we're playing really well as a group. I think we're, it's working on the ice. We're having heaps of fun off the ice together. Our room couldn't be stronger. Right from the coaching staff, right down to myself, having a great time. Happy to be part of the Swarm.
Well, you're stacking up the wins, and it played what you said 6 wins, is it?
Correct. Yeah, we're 6-0 at the moment. The team's playing really well. Everybody's doing their job right from puck drop. So it's been a lot of fun.
Well, so we're just moments away from the puck drop. Stampede against the Botany Swarm. Tonight's referee, Richard Button, head referee. And linesing is Aaron Chisholm, and linesing is Adam Nagy.
I just want to point out, Dave, and shout out, there's a family you can see behind the Swarm net with the Swarm jersey and flag. I don't know their name, and we should definitely find that out, but they've been following the team right from Christchurch, and word has it is that they will be joining us in Dunedin as well.
Whoa.
So I just want to give them a shout out and just
track
say
down.
thank you. So really appreciate seeing them here again.
That's pretty honorable to be traveling around the country following NZIHL hockey.
That's cool.
Starting in net for Stampede. Looks like, who is that? Aston Brooks. And starting in net for the Swarm, Grace Harrison. Some big imports to watch for tonight. Number 12 for the Swarm, huge powerhouse. And for the Stampede, Solo and Welcome. All right, so Stampede cleared out of their own zone. Sandoy tries to push it through the neutral zone, can't, and it's dumped back into Swarm area. Stampede controlling in the corner, bumped off the puck. Puck rolling in front of Harrison. And that was Amston trying to tee off the blue line on a one-timer. The physicality starting off.
Absolutely. You knew this was going to be a physical game. You got two heavyweights of the league going at it.
So, shot on net by number 12,
Peter Stepanek.
Nice little wrist shot, easily stopped by Stampede goalie. McIntosh centers and little pass forward to Walcom, who's really handy up close. Lots of stick handle, really close in, and Grace pops it over Grace's shoulder. Quick goal, 1-0 for the SkyCity Stampede.
So that's a bad turnover from the Swarm there. You can't be turning the puck over that close
in
to
your own
blue
zone.
line.
Yeah.
Said my old coach growing up always said you can't turn the puck over at your blue line or their blue line, and that was textbook right there.
Sounds like he's been reading out of a good Canadian book.
Yeah, that's it.
Oh, good shot. And great goaltending there. Scampering around. Battle for it in the corner.
Jackson Fontaine, number 11. I'm sure you may have heard from last week's stream coming up to join the Swarm from Christchurch. We are happy to have him.
Yeah, hungry for the puck. Trying to clear it, and they do. Neutral zone control. Giving the Stampede a chance for a line change as the Swarm move it up into the neutral zone. Bumped off the puck and back into the Swarm zone. Swarm march it out over the red line, firing it high. Another smack into the corner. Bit of physicality early in this game.
Okay, neither one of these teams are going to back down from each other. This is going to be a fight right to the final buzzer here.
There's a chance as Jack Roby fires it in. Can't pick up his own rebound. Good effort. And Hopkinson loses it on the red line. Turns it around. Sandoy. Cross ice. Simon. No tripping call. Tripping call
there, yeah.
I thought he almost got away with it.
A little bit delayed from the referee, but at the end, the right call to be made.
Vortnoff over the blue line, and they're marching with 6 players. Stefanik takes the shot wide, controlling, keeping it in. Puck rolling around on huge delay here. Great control by the Swarm. They've got and finally touched and held, meaning that whistle blows. Penalty is going to be and that's Rescue Jones, I believe, that got that penalty for tripping.
Yep. The Swarm deciding that they want that face-off to the left. So what's that goalie's name there?
Hasselman. Is it Hasselman?
I think it is Hasselman.
Joel
yeah.
Hasselman in net for the Swarm to the left of Joel. And clearing it all the way down is Burns. Harrison clears behind the net. Polozov loses it, and a quick shot by Devlin, high and wide. Polozov marches over the blue line, and it's railed up, and Sandoy bats it back in. Good control in the corner by Admiral, centering, shot off a pad, and that one trick, Kyle, you'll notice this low ceiling has gotten us out of jail a few times. Stefanik having that shot and off a pad in a normal rink, that might have been still in play, giving them that maintaining that momentum. But
say credit to that Stampede player.
Was it Freer?
Machard there, I think it was.
Oh, McCard. Yeah.
McCard there, thank you. Nice diving block there.
Clearing in the corner. Controlling is the Swarm. Trying to set something up. Back puck rolls behind the net. And fired up by Solo. Trying to hit McIntosh, but he can't. McIntosh does a little bit of forechecking and steals the puck. Places it onto Walcom's stick. And he couldn't get the shot away. That was a slippery move there. How he ended up with it, I don't know.
Well done by the Swarm to collapse back and give him nothing there.
McDonald fires it up into the neutral zone. And that was Solo. A little bit of a crowd pleaser there with a hit on the boards. Wheeler, cross ice. Atwell picks it up. And in the neutral zone, stolen. Atwell picks it up again. Kozak with it. Shot, deflected wide. And Freer along the boards. Puts it up, but can't hit Hurley. Turned around. Stefanik centering. Atwell, or Kozak taking that shot. Blocked before it got to Hasselman.
The Stampede are doing a really good job of getting into the shooting lanes.
That penalty's been gone. So Stefanik now over the blue line, backhands it on net, and a big collision between Atwell and.
I think their skates got tied up, and they may have both hit their back of the head, back to the head on the ice there. I hope both players are all right. So that does not feel good. You can attest to.
Jack Roby down. So face off to the right of Hasselman, left of Hasselman, the opposite of the right, or the Canadian left. Behind the net, Burns with it. Harrison picks that up. Intercepted, but then stolen by Walcom. Grace.
She did so well to stay with it there. She didn't bite on that fake whatsoever.
Tell you, that guy's pretty handy up close. So now we have Devlin on the face-off for the SkyCity.
Facing off against Dalmato.
Harrison tries to backhand in. Huge hustle. And Polozov picks it up through the referee. Tangled up with Walkham, and it ends up on Hasselman's stick behind the net. Walkham dumps it into Swarm area, turned around, Polozov.
That could have been a kneeing call. That's a
Just
dangerous
about,
play.
yeah, well, just about. Walkham hunting, and the puck hits that net. Only a few years ago, Kyle, there was no glass here, and it was just a net, a little thicker than a fishing net that went around. And it was quite entertaining to watch and to be involved in when you're playing in the social leagues. But it would often tangle up in your helmet as you skated through past it, and you get yourself in a bit of a sticky situation quickly. Puck controlled in that SkyCity zone. Shot, kicked back behind the net. Marching forward now, it's a Stampede. That's Walkham.
Nets off down behind Grace Harrison, Vortnoff, and is it McCard, I believe, number 24? Freer, excuse me, Freer.
Ran into it.
Vortnoff and Freer got tangled up and took the net off behind Grace Harrison. She's just standing there saying, someone's got to notice.
Surely.
What do you want her to do, right?
That's right. And the wisest thing is not to get involved with it. Just leave it be.
Just leave it.
It's not her problem.
No, and it's not a little fix either. As you can see, it's out of the way.
I wonder if the net's moved.
No. We're going to have to double check. Maybe get a ice level analyst to have a look.
Yeah. Yep. Maybe we needed consultants to check it out.
Maybe.
Yeah. So the face-off is, they're just discussing that.
I think someone's going to have maybe one of the linesmen should go over and just make sure that net's on properly.
Right.
Face-off's going to be all the way down in the Stampede zone to the right of Hasselman.
So just a little bit of net maintenance there.
Yeah.
That net slid off. I thought maybe they was doing a little bit of drag netting back there. All right, looks like we're back underway. Face off to the right of Hasselman. Sandoy takes a shot, blocked by Freer.
Again, the Stampede just getting in those shooting lanes.
Yep, blocking.
I think that's about 6, if I'm not mistaken, block shots from grade A scoring chance opportunities too.
Cross to Sandoy. Sandoy, beautiful move on McIntosh as he over the blue line, over the red line, fires it in.
Nice play by Luke Simon there at the red line.
Blocking that puck. And it's turned back to behind the net where Solo taps it up. Kozak centering for Stefanik, who just about had a beautiful lane open in front of him. Couldn't quite pick that up as shot by Walkham. Walkham steps in. Big lead pass, and Roby knocks that down out of the air.
Had Kozak streaking. Good look by Hopkinson.
Cross ice. Solo over the red line, fires it in. Roby picks it up in the corner, bats it around the other side. And it's tapped back in by Walkham. Hurley, sorry. Fight for it on the blue line, rolls out, and Swarm end up with it. Great battle there along that far boards. Burns with it behind the net. Amston rails it up and out. And Amston controlling in his own zone. Oh, just over the red line, and then Dumity picks it up and skates it in. Cross to Mawson. Mawson taps it up and gets it again. Pushing for it on the blue line. Cross and
puck just jumped over his stick.
Connor Harrison tried that little unlucky bounce. Tried to tap it in. Burns takes a shot on net. Harrison pushes that to the side. Back to the point. scramble for it there in the swarm zone. Finally, Lillard skates it up and takes that shot. Glove save. True getting tangled up there. Cameron True not liking Thuler's approach. Nothing in it though. Referees just separate them and march them out.
No, I think Thuler had about 3 Stampede guys all around stampeding him, if I might say.
You might say that, yeah. At least it wasn't a swarm.
No, the swarm could be coming.
Yes. The
we'll be here all weekend.
Yeah,
folks.
that's right. Yeah, try the lobster.
That's
All right, face off to the left of Hasselman. McIntosh takes it behind his net, being dogged, but clears it up ice and can't quite collect it on the red line. Sandoy bumps it back into Stampede zone. And the Swarm pick it up, centering. No one there to pick it up though. And True with it, Cameron True, struggling to control it, getting harassed as well as struggling himself. Freer bumps off the puck where McIntosh picks it up, carries to the corner, being harassed by
well
Simon.
Done. Yes, well done again by Simon. Use that body to separate man from puck.
Freer rails him off. And he's forced, he was coming off, but he's forced to boogie for it just to be the first man to the puck. Back to Freer on the point. Taps it into the corner where Sandoy picks it up. Sandoy now for the Swarm. Slows things down a bit and makes a great pass to Atwell on the red line. He taps it into Stampede's area. Stefanik up against her, or Solo there in the corner. It's a big unit there to be battling against. Sandoy. Stefanik, puck rolling around in front. Stefanik tried the little wraparound, couldn't make that, and puck rolled out in front and just batted out of the way at the last second. CJ Kemp on the ice for the Stampede. He's got Hurley with him. Puck rolls to the Stefanik on the boards. Fires it back around to the near side. Delmafe bumped off the puck and Burns picks it up. Amston cross to Burns. Polizov picks up. Oh. And Mate can't get that one-timer in front of the net.
Great look by Polizov. Delmato just missed.
Delmato, yes, in front. That one time, Mawson taps it into the corner. And Amston clears around to the close corner. Stampede finally cleared out. Was picked up by McCog. Trying to center was Devlin. And Thuler picks it up and drags it behind his net as he tries to set something up. Puck bouncing around, uncontrolled. Fontaine finally sets up Polizov on the red line. Polizov over the blue line, shot. Square on the numbers.
It was loose. Hasselman dropped it. That puck was loose.
It was. Quick whistle.
Yep.
Could have been a whole different story. So last weekend they tried a couple. I was talking to just more eyes on the ice.
Absolutely, always a good thing, especially for the man with the stripes, the referee down there.
Button, yeah.
Button, yeah. It's always good. You know, he's got another set of eyes. He's got a partner to help see from an angle that he just can't get to, right?
And not like these referees are extremely fit, but my goodness, they would, they just less area to cover, which is kind of nice. Hopkinson with it in his own zone. Across the Simon, rails it off the glass. Coyle out there now for Stampede. Cross ice. Hits Walcom. McIntosh picks that up.
Nice check by Puckett.
And Walcom dances past Fontaine, I believe. No, Whistler Lee. And puck again, very quick whistle.
Another quick whistle,
yes.
One on both ends. Yeah, absolutely, yeah.
I guess if that's the way they're going to do it, at least it's fair. And it also takes the heat away from that crease area.
It does. It does a little. I think if you let players bang away in there, you're just asking for trouble, and that's where the temperature of the game gets elevated in a hurry.
Yeah, it is. I think these two teams, temperature will be an issue.
Yes, they don't need a reason to elevate it even
No,
more.
no. Looking
Or
at
another
this,
reason, I should say.
a lot of physicality early in the piece. Shot from Harrison. Saved by Harrison.
That's it.
No relation, I believe. If you look at, we've got a couple McCogs playing and a couple Freers playing for the Stampede. Mitchell Freer trying to clear it. Kozak gloves it down, controls it on the dot, center. Stefanek couldn't pick that up. Kozak picks it up in the corner again.
Hard check there by Atwell on the near side.
And Devlin now over the red line. Blue line, shot. Easy blocker save for Grace. And puck bounces up where Kozak picks it up on the red line.
Just stepped out of the way. That was a freight train coming.
The 3:15 from Uma. So it's Roby back to Amston. And it's fired on Thuler's stick. Thuler, great stick handling. Fontaine can't pick that up. Open ice hit there.
Well done by Dalmato again to take the check to make the play.
And marching it up is Thuler, bumped off the puck at the red line. And Burns beaten by Polozov. Thuler on the red line. Amston, Burns. Vortnoff, where Hurley couldn't control it, and Vortnoff just stepped in and said, I'll have that. And Amston now. Amston fires it on net. Just high, just over Grace's shoulder, not too high. And Vortnoff can't control it as it rolls to the neutral zone. Burns fires it up. Walcom touches it, and Freer has it. Taps it around behind the net. McIntosh. Walcom behind the net. He's got Freer in front. Walcom tries to flick it over the net. Can't do that. Puck's cleared, but not out. Where True bats it back in behind the net. Freer, True can't control it as it rolls all the way to the red line where Cole bats it back in. Sandoy with it behind his own net. Good push along the boards there. As McIntosh and Johnson, I believe, battling for it. Walcom takes a very narrow angle shot. True skates in along the boards. Behind the net. Or Simons picks it up all in the corner. Glove forward by Freer. Actually, I think that whistle was quite probably a relief for both teams. That was a long series.
Long shift for both teams.
Still 1-0. My goodness, I haven't even looked at the clock yet. I've been so tangled up with this. 3:07 left in this first period. As McDonald fires it on net. Harrison flicks it up and out. Bouncy puck on the blue line. Atwell forced to give chase with McCog behind him. McDonald picks that up behind his own net. Freer picks up a bouncing puck. Shot, Grace, glove save, finally has to trap it down on the ice. Well, Kyle, first period's almost over. That first goal, which was sort of almost like cold feet for the Swarm, because they've definitely stepped up, and it's been end-to-end action since then.
Absolutely, I think that's just shaking off. I won't say jet lag, but I'll say jet lag. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Getting off a plane today.
Stunned by the beauty of Queenstown. Snow-capped mountains.
There you go.
She's a bit frosty here today. I think last night was -5, which isn't too bad for New Zealand. Nothing like us Canadians can handle, don't we?
No, that's it. Nothing we're not used
that's
to,
just
right?
a spring day.
There you go. Say you're lucky if you get a nice Halloween at -5.
Yeah. frozen pumpkins.
There you go.
Thuler with it. Mawson back to Thuler. Harrison pushes Thuler down, and Fontaine bats it into Stampede area. Devlin, big forward pass. Bounces off of McCog's stick, and Mawson taps it up. Polizov.
Makes one man miss.
Yeah, he's fancy. Thuler, shot just off the post, I believe. Caught a bit of pad, but great shot by Thuler. Great leave by Polizov. Back to Mawson on the point. Quick snap into the corner. Freer taps it up, and Devlin bounces it up. Polizov picks that up. Thuler on his own blue line, taps it up. Fontaine tries to bat it forward. Kept in by Johnson.
Well done by
Shot.
Mawson to finish his check there.
Boy, oh boy, end to end. 1 minute 20 left. And
This period sure has gone by quickly.
Yeah, very exciting.
Not too many whistles.
This is his story. He's been playing with 2 sticks. Hodkinson picks up a loose stick off the ice. That old chestnut. Face off to the left of Hasselman. They stop for a commercial maybe, do you think? And gloved quickly by, as it's just slowly rolled onto Hasselman. Best thing to do, instead of trying to clear it, create clutter, just let's try this again.
That's it. Just get a whistle, play it safe.
Behind the net, controlled by the Swarm. Back to Sandoy on the point. Sandoy, shot, blocked by Hurley before it got to the net. The puck rolling around on the blue line. Roby with it now. Red line, fires it in. Kemp gives chase. Hurley. Kemp battling for it against Bortnoff. And it goes around the other side. Sandoy pushes it up along the boards. Simon. Bortnoff over the blue line, fires it in. Behind the net, Hurley. Burns across the True. Cameron True puts it up to Freer. And icing is the call.
Stampede players are saying that perhaps the Swarm player may have gotten to it or touched it maybe. Andy Hay, Swarm players lining up at center.
I'm not sure. Oh well,
Nope.
looks like a missed call, so Aaron Chisholm will drop the puck at center ice. Stefanik, cross ice to Hay. Rails it around behind the net where Hasselman stops it. Solo over the red line.
Well done by
Hay.
Hay to get in his way.
Slows him down.
Doesn't have to be a huge check.
Nope,
As a defenseman, just match his speed and absorb the contact. That's textbook.
And
Perfect.
knocks him off the puck. That's the thing.
That's the point.
Stops
right?
the momentum. Yeah.
Yep.
Just talking about the weather here, there in Queenstown. We usually get a little bit of outside skating going on, just for just a very short time. A little
Okay.
bit of outside curling, which is always fun activity. Just in the midwinter in those shady hollows. Stefanik spins and shoots. Big left puck as that ends that first period.
I don't think Hasselman expected that shot
No,
to come.
as fast as it did as well.
No.
from before the blue line. Anyway, that ends the first period. It's a 1-0 game, SkyCity Stampede. I think we're going to have a break, and we'll come back with the second period. I'm Dave Dubnick.
And I'm Kyle March. Not only am I the commentator, I do a lot of the taping.
All right, we're back. Okay, we're back. Second period. Here, SkyCity Stampede against the Botany Swarm. 1-0 game. What's your take on that, Kyle? That was a good first period.
I think the pace is only going to increase from here. I think the physicality, is going to stay right about where it is, but I think the skill side of the game is going to come out and it's going to open itself up a lot more. I think the first 5 minutes, 10 minutes there, we were just looking to see both teams are kind of feeling each other out, kind of like the first round of a boxing match, right? You're kind of throwing some punches, trying to feel out your opponent, but now let's get into the meat and potatoes of this game and let's play.
Moose and potatoes, yeah. So we're 1-0. Second period. And you're right, other than that early goal, there's not much in it. Like either there's ebbs and flows on both sides, big
Correct.
flurries in front of the net. And Harrison for the Swarm played fantastic, pulled off some fantastic saves, as did Hasselman. Bit of a scramble in front of the net late in that first period. All right. Button dropping the puck. Big hello to everybody that's watching. People that couldn't get tickets here locally. Dobsons watching from their Barca loungers.
Big hello to all the Swarm guys that didn't travel with us, notably my good line mate and good friend Pilly. Can't wait to have you out here with me, buddy.
All right. Icing's the call. Early icing. So, yeah, coaches I think they'll probably be just talking about keeping things as they are. Don't get caught up in the
emotion.
In the emotion and
Yep.
the physicality. Just play hockey and
Yeah.
shots on net.
I think on both sides, just tighten up the little details, right?
All right, face off to the left of Harrison. Rolls to the corner. And marching it out off the boards and railing it all the way around, but not out. Sandoy on the blue line. Puck rolls all the way through to forcing Hasselman to make the save. Through a whole bunch of legs. Puck rolling out in front. And Hasselman covers up. But once again, that early
quick whistle again. You can see Stepanek pleading with the referee.
Come on, the QW, quick whistle.
Yeah. Sigh of relief there for Hasselman, the Stampede, because that spelt trouble.
So, but that forces a face-off to the left of Hasselman. Puck drop.
Clean win by Dalmato.
Puck rolls back to Mawson, who puts it on, but not all the way through target.
Well done by Polozov. Use his body to absorb the contact.
And scores. That puck looked like it powered right through.
That play starts from Polozov winning the battle against two Stampede players on the half wall. Jackson Fontaine following up with a great finish.
Well, the opportunity from the face-off, Sandoy keeping it in and moving it around. Stampede scrambled a bit.
Again, if you want to rewind a little further, you can see Dalmato clean face-off win, and the Swarm get to start their attack the way they want to. So all in all, that's a team goal.
And that's going to change the emotion, you know.
That's definitely the start the Swarm
what the
are
coach
looking
probably
for,
wanted.
yeah.
Oh, coach always wants a goal, but get that early goal. Mawson with it. Mawson. And Thuler forced to give chase behind the net. The puck rolls to the dot where it's Fontaine with it. Blue line. Puck tapped out onto the red line. Mawson bangs it back in, forcing Hasselman behind the net. Stops it. Solo. Red line shot. Off the glass. Kept in by McIntosh. And Mawson picks it up, starts marching it out. Blue line, broken up. He's got walk him.
Oh, great defensive play by Thuler to break that up. That was a sure goal.
He had a couple others with him. And Freer, and offside's the call. Yeah, they had a good opportunity there. They had a couple of the Stampede players were following up, but broken up just at the last second.
Yeah, Thuler did well to come back there. That was
big hustle.
Yeah, that was a yawning net.
17 minutes, 51 seconds left. Second period of hockey. The long change. True, off the boards, but not out. McDonald takes a shot.
Did well to get that through the block.
Fortnov trying to do the deflection in front. Back to McDonald, who takes another one, but it's banged to the corner. Puck rolls around in front, shot and scored. Hasselman couldn't get across ice.
Well done by McDonald to keep the puck in.
Bit of scrambling happening with the Stampede. Not kind of chasing instead of set positions.
They're running around. The Swarm are imposing their cycle and their forecheck.
Playing their game. Their game.
And the Stampede are chasing them.
All right. My goodness, 2-1, quickly 2-1. Only less than 4 minutes played in this with second period and 2 goals scored by the Devlin with it now. Devlin
was forced to stop up because is it
offside? Yeah. McCog. Yep.
McCog, excuse me. I will say your name right, I promise.
He'll get it right. Puck rolls in front. Hasselman forced to slide across to make that save.
Smart shot by Atwell. That's a shot pass off Hasselman.
Devlin marches over the blue line, got one to beat, and Simon, great leg defense, and turned around quickly. Huge hockey here. Puck batted back into Swarm area. Simon around, and Sandoy with it now in his own zone. Sandoy, blue line, red line, fires it in, glove save. Hasselman, that gives the Swarm a chance for a line change. And Amston fires it up right onto the stick of Fontaine. And chance there again as Hasselman's way out of position. Paul is off cross ice.
Again, the Stampede getting in the shooting lane, blocking shots. Again.
Yeah, and that, once again, that pass, that rushed pass, Walcom was boogieing up that side. He only had Mawson to beat, and it was just off his stick, so rushed.
Say number 8, is it Connor Harrison there? Looks to be in some discomfort. Him and Michael Atwell bumped into each other here at the red line.
Along the boards there.
And I think Harrison got the worst of it. You can kind of see both players are looking the wrong way, and they bumped into each other.
They're both big units.
Yeah, it's a lot of human there.
So Walcom chases Mawson to get that puck, and Mawson boogies past and taps it to the corner. And he still has it as he finally puts it to the red line, where Fontaine leaves it. Skated around, bumped off the puck by Burns. Cross ice to McIntosh, who can't control it, and Mawson picks that up, takes it behind his own net. Sorry, that was Freer, not McIntosh. Burns off a body to the red line. Walcom shot and scores. Tucks it in off of Grace's skate. Holy moly. I didn't actually see it. If you're at home, play that back. I want to know what happened.
I'm not sure where.
I thought she had that side covered, but it must have either went over her pad or behind her, like just as her foot was coming across. Maybe. We've got a hockey game here.
Definitely a barn burner here in Queenstown.
Little bit of skatey punchy happening. Good old-fashioned hockey. Wonderful to see, though, that close action as Solo shot. Grace bats it into the net. Above the, no, when I say the net, the
into the meshing,
mesh,
up and behind.
Not the net, the net. Yeah. Not the bad net, the good net.
It doesn't kind of feels like a playoff game, doesn't it?
It does.
I know this is the Stampede's third game of the year, but for us in the Swarm, this is our 7th. But it has that feel of a playoff game.
Yeah, and I have a feeling that we may be standing here or in Auckland in the playoffs, recognizing this same two teams. If anything, early season is anything to go by. As Stefanik corner, centering pass, no one there. It's Roby hits Kemp. Kemp bumped off the puck, but McDonald ends up on the ground, as does Donald.
Nice check there. Oh, you can feel the physicality.
Yeah.
You can just feel it, can't you, Dave?
Yep, bouncing around there like bumper cars.
That's it.
And looks like icing is the call. Oh, boy, that's a flurry of physicality.
That's it. A lot of big bodies going at it.
But we've only had one, maybe two penalties so far, which is really neat to see that it's all very clean, obviously.
One penalty, yep. Yeah, and that was an obvious trip.
Yeah,
not a malicious
Rusty
play
Jones,
by any means.
that's right.
Yeah.
Face off to the left of Harrison, controlled by Botany. Kozak, red line, or blue line. Stefanik can't center, and it's batted to the corner where Simon picked it up. Bats it back in behind the net. Forcing Atwell along the boards. Devlin bounces it off the boards to the red line. Sandroy picks that up. Taps it all the way across ice.
Harrison again takes a heavy hit from Atwell. He is feeling it. He's saying something to him.
Yeah.
He's giving him the stare down.
Yeah. Things may unravel by the end of this, before the end of this game.
That's it.
So we've got.
Folks, this is just the first of 2 games.
That's right, yeah. Face off to the left of Grace Harrison, goaltender for the Botany Swarm. Puck dropped. McIntosh not happy with that puck drop.
No, that puck seemed to be dropped a little bit unfairly.
Yeah.
And I think that's why you can see the whole Stampede team kind of
Just
stand
kind
up.
of look and say, what was that all about?
Exactly.
Big lead pass to Walkham. Walkham can't control it, bouncing pass. Takes that quick shot on the numbers, or on the pads of Harrison. One time on Harrison. Puck rolling around in front. And again, Freer with it, taps it in. Off the glass, behind the net. Centering, no one there to pick it up. Forcing True to tap it to the corner. Walkham with it behind the net. Walkham. Botany is on the back foot for just a moment here as Stampede seemed to control. Back behind the net. Freer can't stop it as Vortnoff takes it into Stampede territory. Vortnoff and Cole going at it in the corner, and finally batted up to Walkham on the red line. Walkham slams on the brakes.
Oh, Vortnoff's going to get the hook.
He's going to get the hook. Yeah. Not happy with the call, but that's hockey. And the referee just screwing the lid on things, not letting this boil over. It's an exciting enough hockey as it is.
That's it. I think the referee just felt that the Vortnoff stick got up into the hands a little bit.
Yep. So, chance to see how the Stampede go with their power play. Face off to the left of Harrison. Polizov facing off for Botany. Puck rolls behind the net, batted up, but not out. And again, kept in, forcing Burns to give chase, kept in by Walkham. Mawson
taking 2 at a time there in the corner.
And finally it's cleared out where Hasselman picks it up. Walkham fires it against the grain. Osolo bats it across ice. Walkham can't take the shot. Moss can't clear it. Shot by Devlin. Grace Harrison stops that nicely. Shot again. Shot from outside. Botany's doing a good job of keeping them outside. Those shots from the point should be quite manageable, and the puck bounces loose for Polizov in front of the net. Polizov takes a shot, bounces off a body, where Roby picks it up. Roby behind his own net. Can't hit Devlin. Forcing McIntosh back. Welcome. Frere takes it behind his own net. 43 seconds left in this penalty to Vortinov.
You can see how Botany's got the trap going on in the neutral zone here. The Stampede are just stuck trying to create something.
Move it out. Amston carries it in, loses it right behind the net, and firing it back out, killing precious seconds.
I think he looked up and saw big number 36 Ryan McDonald with his shoulder labeled for his chest, and he didn't want any part of that one.
Yeah, and Amston with it again. Blue line. Harrison taps, gives chase, picks it up behind the net. Once again, loses it. And Frere with it now. Frere to the point.
Vortinov coming off.
And here's a chance. Vortinov, slippery little position. He was in a really sneaky position to come off as that puck rolled into the neutral zone.
Yeah. Winston, Lee, and Harrison were mixing it up in front of the net.
And Harrison bats it to the red line. Or Vortinov marches past two. Tangled up.
Another block shot.
And Frere taps it up to the red line. And it's banged back in where Amston's forced to give chase. Stampede are trapped in their own zone, not able to get that line change. But McIntosh not happy with that goal, and rightly so.
Rightly so. He won. He came right off the bench. That was not icing.
No, that old chestnut coming off the bench, picking up that second period's good for that, eh? That long shift. Yes, for those of you, this is only one game. We got tomorrow night, same thing, big battle. And if this is anything to show for it, my goodness, we've got hockey weekend. Tapped up but not out. Left at the blue line. Puck rolls into the slot. Big lead pass, intercepted by Sandoy. Skates to the red line.
So you'll notice on that one, Luke Simon did a good job not to go pressure and pinch, because you saw his first instinct was to go, but he had a
step in,
quick check over his shoulder and saw the guy breaking. He did the right thing.
Atwell picks it up in his own zone, with Frere giving chase. Mawson, big lead pass, can't hit Stefanik. And Atwell picks up a puck on the red line. Ball gives chase behind the net. Tumbled down, and Cole's going to get a hook.
I think he is going to get the hook there.
Yeah, tumbled down. Is that McDonald?
Doesn't like the call, but
was it McDonald that he
tumbled? That was Kozak.
Kozak that he tumbled down. Yes.
Yeah.
Great little story, little Lockie that you were pointing at earlier.
Yep.
Coach, goaltender, coach.
Matt Canaday.
No, Perry?
Oh, Connor Parr.
Coach Parr. And Lockie's following him around the country, watching him, watching the Swarm team. So that's mother, Joe, and dad, Mike, traveling all the way here to Queenstown to watch the Swarm play.
Oh, very cool.
Watch the team in Christchurch as well play.
Just want to give them a shout out. Appreciate their support. So.
Yeah. Big fight for it in the corner. The puck in behind the net, finally picked up and got out of the Swarm area. Battle for on the red line. Hopkinson and Johnson forcing their way along that far board.
Here comes Stepanik standing up for his teammate, saying, "You're going to go after the little guy. Come have a chat with me, and we'll deal with that."
Yeah.
You can see he is fired up. He's not.
He doesn't stand for it.
No. He's gonna stick up for his teammate, just as any one of us would do for any one of the other.
So the faceoff will be to the left.
Hasselman's arguing that it should be on his right. And I would agree with him, to be honest, from where the puck came from.
All right.
So I can appreciate his protest.
His concern, yes.
Yeah.
All right, face-off to the left of Hasselman. And finally tapped all the way up and down, forcing Grace to just stop that puck and let Sandoy pick it up. Kozak on the red line, over the blue line. Kozak's Got up a bit of steam. Atwell taps it behind the net and off the glass and up. And I think Stefanik actually touched that, so no icing is the call.
The Stampede are also short for another 46 seconds there.
Right. That's probably why it wasn't whistled. Sandoy with it now. Blue line. Red line. Slapped down and all the way down onto Harrison's stick where she leaves it for Stefanik. Didn't like what he saw. Turns around. Starts to move it out. Tapping it up, but not out. Stefanik keeps it in. And the puck.
Well done by Sandoy to keep it in for a moment there.
And it rolls out with 3 seconds. That's pretty much it for that penalty. To Freer, I believe it was. And it's starting to march out again where McCog picks up a loose puck on neutral zone and taps it in. Freer.
Nice check by Hurley there.
So Freer taps it around far boards. Roby railed up against the boards. McCog picks up a puck where Mawson just blocks a shot and muscles it into the corner. Puck still rolling around behind the net now.
Harrison takes a heavy check from Thuler there. A heavy check, excuse me.
Red line where Burns cross ice.
Mawson's going to take a penalty. Harrison.
I think Harrison's been kneeling.
Been in it.
Yeah.
Harrison smiling. He knew
he drew the
hit
penalty. Yeah.
Hopkinson late, and he knew Mawson was going to go over.
I wish I could play this back. It was behind the scenes.
It was behind the play. Hopkinson had gotten rid of the puck, and Harrison hit him late, so Mawson went over to stick up for his buddy. So he knew he was suckering him into a penalty.
All right, once again. Mismatch. Chance for the Stampede.
Back to the special teams.
Yeah, special teams. We were commenting on that first period, how polite everything was, and we jinxed it.
It's been anything but, eh?
Yeah, the second period's a whole different game. Rails it around to Walcom on the blue line. Cross ice. Solo. McIntosh, solo. Shot, square on the numbers, and great glove save. Great work by Harrison because she bobbled it, but
nothing.
Gathered it in. Nobody there. Well, there was bodies there to do something with it, but obviously controlled it enough.
And that's just credit to Ryan McDonald and Andy Hay there, because without them boxing out the Stampede players, she's not able to make that clean catch.
Yeah, bodies in front. So I don't know how she sees through them. X-ray vision, I guess. Solo. McIntosh can't hit Walton. And Fontaine over the red line fires it in. And McIntosh with it. Can't control it. And we've got another penalty.
Another one.
There's a chance. There's a chance for, I don't know why Walcom, but
he's going to give him the hook. Saying I think was it Walcom coming across the middle there?
Yes.
And referee's saying that Winston Lee got his.
I'm not sure why Solo buttoned off there though when the hand was up.
Because what the Stampede are trying to do is they want the Swarm to touch it as soon as they can.
Right.
So they have more time on the 5-on-3. So it's one of those. If you're the Swarm, don't touch it.
Right.
Right. Try to waste
as much of that first penalty as possible. Right on. All right. Great test of the metal of the Swarm. Centering. Nobody hits that as Burns picks it up on the hash. Solo cross the shot off the crossbar.
You see the Stampede are looking to try to set up that backdoor play. Watch, is it number 91? McIntosh. He's looking for that backdoor.
Harrison just standing up like a real trooper there. Another shot by Walcom. And and a great save. Yeah, McIntosh, Colin McIntosh, a couple of big numbers there with Walcom, Solo, McIntosh, Burns. Walcom back to the point. Solo with it, back to Walcom. Walcom cross ice to Burns. And broken up by, here's a chance for Fontaine. Fontaine can't. Big lead pass to McIntosh. McIntosh has got Freer. Cross ice shot. Great save by Grace.
That is Alexander Polozov on his horse coming from the blue line to make that play.
Great boogie. Great boogie. Great end-to-end hockey, boys and girls. You know, these guys paid for their full seat, but they're just using the edge of it.
Just, if that.
Sitting on the edge. And we're only in the second period. 4 minutes, 32 seconds left. 2-all. 21 seconds left in the penalty for the first penalty. And
a minute and 10 in the second.
Controlled by Amston. Harrison back to Amston. Crossed Freer. Amston trying to, he's got a great shot, but boy, the boxed out by the Swarm. Active sticks, you know, all that stuff they talk about in practice. One penalty's over. Huge block.
Huge block.
Puts the body on the line there.
You can hear the Swarm bench congratulating their captain. That's why he wears that C.
Hey, boy, he's got to feel that one. That was good block. Harrison with it. Harrison feeds Devlin in the corner. Devlin back to Harrison. Harrison back to Devlin. Boxed out nicely. Off the glass. Cross ice to Amston. Amston fires it in. Kick save there and batted out with 11 seconds left in that penalty. Miscommunication on the puck pickup as Freer has it. Freer feeds Roby.
And we're back to even strength.
Wow, how do you do that? Chance to Kemp. Kemp takes that shot. CJ Kemp. Puck rolling around in front. Freer.
No early whistle on that one.
No.
Or quick whistle, excuse me.
Kept in. And Kemp with it in the corner. Kemp. Hurley getting bumped off the puck by McDonald. And Polozov controlling on the red line. Being dogged by Hurley. Leaves it for third. And it bounces off a skate and ends up on Polozov's stick right in front of the net.
Great pass by Dalmato.
You can't leave Polozov in front of the net like that with a puck. Wheeler with it. Back, long leave, and he ends up with it again. Polozov just like a magnet for that puck.
He's so slippery.
Coyle bats it out just to the red line though, where Kemp gives chase. And huge hustle from Fontaine. Puck rolls in front. Loose puck in front, and Hurley trying to bounce it off the boards, but a little high. Fontaine's got some legs.
That whole play, he's keeping his feet moving, and he's beating the defenseman wide. And that's how that scoring chance gets started.
Thoroughbred, just because he also was the one that chased down that breakaway too.
He was, yes, breaking up on when they were killing the 5-on-3.
Hopkinson facing off for the Swarm. Burns taps it up to McIntosh. Takes it over the blue line. Tries to shoot off a foot.
That one took a bite out of Sandoy.
Yes. Just must have hit somewhere. There's no padding. Foot maybe, skate.
Maybe right on the laces.
Yes.
Not too much padding on there.
I'm sure it's not his first, and it won't be his last, and he'll be back out shortly. 1 minute, 44 seconds left, Kyle, in this. Can you believe it?
It's flown by.
Yes, exciting hockey for all you people watching. Great to see. Back to the point. Burns, shot just wide. And firing it all the way down. Well, Bex, I hope you're enjoying this game because it's great hockey tonight. As Freer tries to keep it in, he can't. Johnson taps it and ends up on Solo stick. Wacom stick, who fires it down. Now everybody's a little disappointed with that whistle blow.
Everybody's saying it was icing. It wasn't icing.
It's not often that both Swarm and Stampede would be arguing with the referee at the same time, but
just different sides of that coin, of course.
Yes.
But they are going to call it icing. It is going to go to the right of Hasselman.
Puck rolls out in front. Welcome leaves for McIntosh. McIntosh leaves for Welcome. McIntosh sandwiched. And Solo over the blue line, fires it high. McIntosh ends up with it on his stick. Tries the backhand, tries a little bit of a spin, but can't control it. And Burns has it. Burns fires it up to Freer, and it bounces off of stick.
Great play by Atwell.
Atwell taps it off of Welcome's stick. And
Freer just, I think, got his stick up, may have punched Andy Hay in the face.
Hay's not happy as Burns collects it.
He's going to go right back after
Solo.
him. 1 for 1. The referee says he's going to let him go.
23 seconds left. Centering. And there it was. Connor, Welcome and Solo. Tic-tac-toe. Grace couldn't do anything there.
No. Swarm got running around.
He's left back in that back door. Set up office, but
Bozak seems to be is limping off the ice. I'm not sure what happened to him.
Was he taken out? Was he over there on the boards?
No, that was Andy Hay who
Freer took down.
Freer, I think, got the stick up. Something hit him in the mouth. He looks to be bleeding on the bench, if I'm not mistaken.
That was Lockie Freer. There's two Freers.
Oh.
Mitchell Freer is on defense there, and Lockie Freer one of the forwards.
I believe it was Lockie Freer.
Yep. And Hasselman gloves that down with 8. And this clock, the clock wasn't stopped. They'll have to add a couple seconds if they want to do this right.
Yep. You see the Swarm coach signaling 10 seconds left. Sandoy's over there letting him know.
So they'll wind it back on. Yes, once again, big thanks for all you people watching. That couldn't get tickets. It didn't look that full when the game started, but it is packed now.
It's a packed house.
Man, and Kyle, you will find, especially as a player, you hate playing here because it's such close proximity. They don't have to be a lot of players, a lot of fans, but man, are they noisy. Raucous, or the raucous crowd. They stuck a few more seconds on there. Simons takes a shot.
Another block shot.
Both teams doing a great job of blocking shots. Harrison taps it down just so that Sandoy can't get that shot. And that ends the second period. Holy moly, 2 different periods.
Very different.
Both intense hockey, but one far more physical. And, 3 goals scored in the second period.
I think you're starting to see the emotions come out on both sides. You know, little knocks behind the play. You know, it's the game within the game. These guys came to win. You know, this isn't a Sunday beer league. This is the national.
Yeah, we're
league.
here to win too.
Here to win.
So, Coach, I'm sure we'll be talking about keeping you cool because this third period is where, you know, 3-2, anybody's game still, and if you lose your cool, you could upset the game quite a bit. So both teams. Anyway, that's the end of the second period. We're going to take a break. We'll be back with you at the start of the third. All right, we're back. Third period. Huge battle between the SkyCity Stampede and the Botany Swarm. I'm Dave Dubnik.
And I'm Kyle March.
And we're here bringing the play-by-play and color of this very colorful battle. My goodness, hockey the way it should be.
Absolutely. It's two good teams going at it. That's all you want. Good game for the fans.
Each period being a little bit different. That first period being a little bit less physical, and second period, 3 goals being scored and far more physical. We were just commenting at the end of that second period that important for the coach to tell him, keep the lid on this. Third period, still got a whole other game.
That's
Puck
it.
dropped. Rolls in behind Hasselman. Atwell tries to bat it up. Big spin shot by Stefanik. And Stefanik picks up a loose puck on the blue line. Shot. Bouncy puck behind the net. Stefanik still in it, hungry for it. Puck rolling around in front.
Kozak is down in the corner. I'm not sure what happened.
Puck bouncing around still. And scores.
Kozak went down behind the play. I'm not really sure what happened.
Early in the piece.
Yeah.
Boy, this is a immediate replay of the second period. Well, each period, there's been an early goal, but man, that's early. Not even a minute left, a minute played in this first period. In this
34 seconds in.
So even though Kozak was down in the corner, Swarm kept fighting for it. Puck rolled around in front, and
Atwell and Stepanak just going at it.
Packed it in behind Hasselman. Demente facing off for the Swarm. And it rolls to the neutral zone. Mawson bumping her against Harrison. Maybe some unfinished business there.
We'll have to keep an eye on that one.
Yeah. Mawson taps it to Freer, picks it up, but right onto Thuler's stick. Mitchell Freer has to make a defensive move to stop his movement. Lockie Freer firing it to Polozov on the red line, who skates over the blue line, still has it, still controlling. Centering pass, no one can pick it up. Mawson being dogged by McIntosh, robbed by McIntosh.
Nice save by Harrison.
And puck bouncing around in front. And finally cleared up but not out.
Well, sorry, Dave, go ahead.
Go ahead.
Saying well done by Thuler. He just stayed in the middle. He took that pass, and you trust your goalie to make that save. That was a textbook 2-on-1.
Yeah, he took that away, and McIntosh was forced to make the shot. And Mawson, blue line, leads up, back onto Mawson's stick. Johnson gives chase. Hopkinson tries to keep it in. Can't. Cross ice where McDonald intercepts. Walcom and Hurley. Hay with it. Neutral zone. Cross to Hurley. Hurley over the blue line. Shot. Puck rolls free and all the way down the ice. An icing arm is up. So icing is the call. Good opportunity for Stampede. They can change. The Swarm are stuck out there. I don't think they're that tired though.
No, I think they just came on the ice.
Hurley facing off for the Stampede. Rusky Jones centering, and it's off a skate and all the way down the ice, forcing Amston back behind his own net. He fires it all the way up to Roby on the blue line. And it's batted in where Sandroy picks it up behind the net.
They're picking up right where they left off the physicality. They're not going to let either one of them get away with an inch.
Lortnoff. Cross ice. Picked up by Amston. Over the blue line. He's by himself against 4 of the Swarm players. Burns with it. Burns, McCog. Or the blue line, and in behind the net where he gives chase.
Well done by Simon.
And Sandoy taps it up to the blue line. It's kept in.
Nice check.
And Stefanik bats it up to the red line. Freer being dogged by Stefanik.
Another big hit.
Knocked down. Sandoy picks it up. Yeah, you're right about that physicality. I can feel it up here. and Freer and Stefanik. And no penalties called.
No.
Lots
Well, they're all clean checks, Dave. So
yeah.
It's good, hard-nosed hockey, but it's clean. So,
but what's that heightens the emotion, and somebody can get dragged into an unnecessary situation, but hopefully not.
Yeah, this is definitely going to be a situation of who can keep their heads here, but
fans are loving it.
That's it.
McIntosh taking the face-off for Sky City to the right of Harrison. Puck rolls just over the blue line. And Mawson gives chase.
Him and Coyle mixing it up in there.
Polozov, he's got some steam up.
Coyle just ran over Fontaine, who's standing there on the blue line with his hands up, wondering what's going on.
Mawson with it now. Mawson. Shot. Good shot. Gathered up by.
The referee's got his arm up. Let's see who he's taking.
Yeah.
He's pointing at 2.
Yeah.
So I think two players are going to go. I think.
You spoke of this, just.
So let's see what the calls are.
Cameron True's going off for the Swarm, and Polozov going off for a rough and a cross.
Check. So True got the initial cross check on Mawson.
And then Polozov took offense. And
Polozov sticking up for his teammate, took the roughing.
Oh my goodness, we got 15 minutes, 38 seconds left of this third period. It's 3-all, and we got a little bit of open ice here, 4-on-4.
Yeah, that's it.
Puck drop to the right.
Stepanak using that big frame.
Yep, in the corner with it, controlling in the corner, muscles his way to the center. Puck bounces in front and just tapped up.
That's going to be icing.
Hey, I've seen Hay move faster, but why?
That's he's.
That's it. Yep, that's icing.
That's an icing call.
So face off back, all the way down to the left.
We'll chalk it up to a veteran experience.
Yep.
It's veteran experience.
Face off to the left of Hasselman. And puck off the boards and finally out. Back to Amston, who gives back to Burns. Burns controls in his own zone. Being dogged by Fontaine. Fontaine seems to cover 2 or 3 players at one time. He's so fast. Centering, and it's deflected to the blue line and kept in. Feed to McIntosh. McIntosh takes it behind the net. Puck bouncing, loses it.
Good play by Sandoy again. Take away the pass. Trust your goaltender to make a save.
Here's a big muscle. Big muscle on the corner, on the boards. Walcom trying to wrap, can't. Shot, bodies in front. And puck rolls to the side where Amston picks it up. Back to Burns on the point.
Swing and a miss.
And Walcom, probably the 9-iron, and misses his pass, and it's forced all the way back. 37 seconds left in those matching penalties. And both teams changing a few horses. As Sandoy misses his pass, and Freer picks it up in his own zone.
He's taken hard into the wall by Otwell.
Harrison, he's got Solo with him. Solo still controlling. Still controlling. Back to the point where Freer has it. Back to Solo on the boards. Can't center. And it's bumped up to Stefanik. Stefanik over the blue line. Knocked off the puck, knocked off his stick. Gives chase to the corner. Rolls around behind the net where Freer picks it up. Freer taps it up.
Back to 5-on-5 here.
And that was, I don't know, was there a whistle during that?
No, I don't think so. Maybe one.
One, yeah. Great series. Thuler with it now on the red line. Thuler over the red line, shoots on net. Solo with it on the boards. Freer feeds it further up to Harrison. McCog lost him in the Botany's zone. Polozov just bumped off the puck where McCog carries over into Swarm territory. Devlin shovels it out of the corner. Harrison trying to center, can't. Rolls back to
by McDonald.
Back to the point. And icing is the call. I think that was just the get out of jail sort of thing. They perhaps felt uneasiness in their own zone. So even though it's icing, you get to reset at least.
Stampede electing to have the face-off to the left of Grace Harrison.
Do you notice the smaller ice here?
I do, yeah. You can tell the speed of the game has increased, the physicality's increased just because there's less room out there. So you're fighting for every inch.
More boards.
Absolutely.
Rusky Jones battling for it against Pocket along the boards. And big bouncing pass onto Amston's stick though, where he puts it onto Burns. Burns bumps it up to Rusty Jones into the neutral zone. Bex, you should be watching this. You should be here watching this. Nigel as well. Glenn, all you hockey diehards, as Botany just dump it back in, forcing Amston with it. Amston, Kemp over the red line. Rusky Jones first to get to the puck, tries to center.
Hard hit.
Yeah, glides into the corner where Vortinov
did well to side check or sidestep that check from Coyle.
And Freer's bumped on the ice by Sandoy, and Stefanik leave pass, shot off a stick, bumped up but not out. And here's a chance for McIntosh. McIntosh against Simon. McIntosh got a rolling puck on his stick, carries behind the net.
Well done by Luke Simon.
Simon just pushes him off that scoring zone. And True can't keep it in. Cole forced to go back for it. Atwell muscling his way down. And here's a chance for Walken. Walken against Mawson. Walken taken down hard. And Harrison taking
takes a run.
Mawson down. And the whistle will go. A flurry of physicality results in a penalty. Harrison's not happy with that call. But this is what happens, tit for tat before you know it, you get dragged into the underbelly.
Yep.
And the result is 3-all game, third period, 10 minutes left, and you've got a penalty against you. That's the bottom line.
I think just to go back, Dave, when you mentioned last week you guys were trying the the 4-man system with 2 referees. I think this is where that system would really help the referees, because now you have 2 sets of eyes to watch a little bit more. I mean, it's Button, correct? Yeah, poor Button. He's by himself. He's watching 12 players and trying to call a goal all at the same time. So I think having another set of eyes out there can't hurt.
Would be handy on the. And here we go with the power play. Polozov allowed to just walk in and take that shot. The puck bounces up and out. Sandoy picks it up. McCog giving chase. That's Harrison McCog. And Devlin bumps Sandoy off, and McCog taps it just over the line. He's a hungry guy, that McCog. Stefanik over the blue line. He's got Kozak drifting to the far corner. Puck back to the point. Sandoy with it. Sandoy rails it around behind the net. And it rolls onto Devlin's stick. And Devlin skates it through. He's got Sandoy. Drags it on. Shot. Good save by Grace. Harrison. And it's end-to-end hockey here. Centering pass. Can't get picked up. And Fontaine just taps it to the corner. Centering off the timber. Giving the boys a chance to take a breather.
It's good puck movement. Good movement without the puck from the Swarm to create that opportunity.
Oh my goodness, end-to-end hockey. 9 minutes, 30 seconds left. 49 seconds left in the penalty to the Stampede.
Well won by Hopkinson on the face-off.
Buehler taps it to the corner. Burns fires it out. And high stick is the call. Whistled.
That's it. Okay, it's not ideal, but it's one of those where you're better off to touch it, just get the whistle.
Yeah, kill it because it's burning up penalty seconds.
Absolutely, because I don't think the Stampede player would have touched it either. He would have just left it.
Yeah.
Killed the clock. So good play by, I think it was Thuler who touched it, or McDonald, excuse me.
Puck dropped and still in that Botany zone. Johnson with it. Johnson takes it to the corner. Thuler. He's got Stefanik and he's got Simon. Simon skates in that backside. And another foot save by Burns.
That's really seemed to be the theme of the night, eh? Just the Stampede getting in the shot lanes.
McIntosh, Burns, and Paula's puck rolling around. And gloved, just stopped the motion was Hasselman. Burns, that was a good flurry from him. He made that ankle save or the foot save, and then he hustled to the corner and got tangled up in the corner there with McIntosh and a couple of the Botany Swarm players, burning up valuable time, and that penalty's over. So, chance to get back on the saddle. Chance for beautiful shot, just gloved wide. Sandoy intercepts the pass as Roby gives chase. Was there Lee? Winston Lee can't control it on the red line. And it rolls into Botany's territory.
Polozov with a hard check there.
As Roby goes hard into the boards. And Sandoy with it in the corner. Off the glass.
Well done by Dalmato to take a hit to make a play.
And Kemp taps it after the red line, taps it into Botany area. Puck rolling around and finally rolls out. Red line. Lead pass.
Oh. Coyle with a very high hit on Atwell.
And Atwell taken down. There'll be a few. I think they'll be a bit busy this evening reviewing a few of these. What do you think?
I think the Department of Player Safety might want a second look at that one.
Gives the boys a rest. Kozak speaking to head referee Richard Button.
You hope that Atwell's okay. That was a dangerous play.
Great time to remind you tomorrow night. If you're liking this, you got way more tomorrow night.
It's only going to get better, eh, Dave?
Yeah. And if you're tired of our voice, you can just turn the volume down. We'll keep talking. You don't have to listen to us.
That's it.
A couple Canadians talking hockey. Does it get much better than that?
Yeah, that's it. In New Zealand, of all places.
Yeah, of all places.
Can't beat it.
Big hello to anyone that's watching. I'm sure there's players in Dunedin and Christchurch interested in the outcomes of this game as well.
That's it. Well, he's up and skating out on his own power. Glad to see that.
All right, so we'll see what comes of that. 2 minutes, high stick.
High sticking's the call.
Calls out. So once again, Stampede just got out of the box and they're back in, and that's going to burn up legs, energy, scoring potential.
7:36 to go. That's
back foot
tough
stuff.
penalty to take.
Yeah. Back foot, and it could be a little bit of frustration happening that creates those unnecessary movements. Back to Stefanik on the point. He's looking for the opportunity. Back to the boards. Leave back from Polozov to Stefanik. Back to Polozov. Stefanik can't quite pick that up cleanly. He's on the boards. Back to Polozov on the slides past him to the red line. Stefanik skates it in. Backhands it all the way around the boards. And it's cleared up but not out. And Polozov tackles it along the boards. And fired up and out.
Swarm players asking for a delay of game penalty, but that went over the bench. So that's what the referee's just saying to him, that the glass is.
There is no glass.
There is no glass there. That's a bench. So
and it was. And they should be happy enough with the face-off in that zone,
Yeah.
Win that face-off, and then. Walcom giving chase. Walcom ends up with it. Tries to take that narrow shot on Harrison, but she'll have none of that. Walcom back to Freer. Loses it, so it's no touching.
No, but I think that one's going to go all the way down.
But no one touched it. McIntosh is claiming he didn't touch it.
You're right, Dave. He did not touch that puck.
He was giving chase, but did not touch, and he's arguing that, and rightly so.
Yep, absolutely. No, he didn't touch it.
Oh, well.
That's it.
We are so smart from up here. Have you noticed? Not one bad call.
No, we're shooting
100%. 100%. It's a Kyle and Dave show. We're here all week.
There you go.
So face off all the way in again. Slapped up and can't be kept in by Thuler. And Walcom giving chase again.
48 seconds left on this Swarm power play.
Trying to keep it in play.
Thuler complaining with the linesman, saying that he was hit late after releasing the puck, but unfortunately the linesman's not going to make that call.
No use complaining to the linesman.
No.
It's like great work there in front of the net, both teams.
Yeah.
And ending up with Hasselman dropping on that.
Burns did a really good job of boxing out
Hopkinson, yeah.
To allow Hasselman to jump on that puck.
Hasselman was quite having to move around, quite active.
But again, that just goes back to good defensive play in front of your own zone, in front of your own net.
Yeah.
Burns takes care of the man. Hasselman takes care of the puck.
Yep. Job's done. Tick, tick. That's 18 seconds left in that penalty. And it's 5:54 left. No matter what, even if no goal is scored, it burns up quality legs on that the last burst in the end of this near the end of this third period. Face off. Cleared out. And here's a chance. Walcom picks up the loose puck, shot, and Harrison gobbles that up. Easy. Right on the money.
Did a good job squeezing that arm.
Yeah, closing it up.
Yeah.
Boy, Walcom's slippery, isn't he?
That's it. Been using that word a lot. A lot of
slippery
skaters.
Slippery. Sneaky. He's a rascal. McIntosh facing off for SkyCity Stampede. And Grace covers that up quickly as he poked it through.
Well, that's what you're going to get, right? We're talking about slippery skaters. You got two of the best teams in the country going at it, so that's what's going to happen. You're going to get some of the best skaters, best shooters going at it.
Good hard hitting.
Yep.
Little bit, which sometimes boils over a little bit. Burns shot wide, blocker pushed to the corner. Stefanik with it, taps it up, and he's out of the box.
Takes a check from Fontaine.
Almost pushed back into the box. by Fontaine. And it's battling for it on the corner where Sandoy takes it against his skate. Off the boards, centering. Stefanik taking the shot, blocked in front of the net. Muscling his way through is Connor Harrison, knocked off his skates.
Has he had a rough night, eh?
Well, he's a physical player. This is just his normal night. He's just an active. He's always in there, involved. Both ends of it. McCog over the red line, fires it down. Harrison gives chase along the boards. Shot by Devlin. And that's Solo boogieing along the boards behind the net. Tap kept in and pushed off the puck was McCog by Harrison. Or by Johnson makes a great move off of Connor Harrison. Shot gathered up by Hasselman. That was a great move. Harrison had him lined up.
Yes, he did. That was a great sidestep.
Once again, Harrison's feet stopped moving.
Yes.
And
that's when Johnson knew he had him.
He knew he had him, yeah.
Yep. And it's his toe caps, right? He's skating forward. His toe caps are pointed that direction. He stops his feet moving. Johnson moves. Yeah. He's unable to go with him.
Respond quickly.
Yep.
Keep your feet moving. Rule 104, I think it is, in the Dubnik book of ice hockey. Trapped by Hasselman, forced to pin that against the post or his pad or anything. So face off to the right of Hasselman.
4:07 here to go in this third period.
Del Mateo and McIntosh facing off. McIntosh has it along the boards, being muscled off the puck. Still trying to carry it, can't.
Well done by Polozov.
Freer picks up a puck gliding into his own zone. Welcome. Can't hit Freer. And icing is the call.
Thuler looking to connect with, I think it was Dalmato, just misfired on that pass.
So we were mentioning at the end of the second period, Harrison had 25 shots on her, and Hasselman had 13. So, boy, active goaltenders, and Grace having to trump up with twice as many shots. And the score is 3-all. So, well done. Struggling to get out of their own zone is the Stampede.
Stepanek using that big long reach of his.
Yeah. His presence. And Mawson with it now. Mawson bumped off the puck. Picked up by. And here's a chance. Harrison, he's got Devlin. Devlin bumping. Who was that off the puck? That was
Kozak.
Kozak had his head down just for a second. And Simon with it now. Stefanik off a skate. Sandoy keeps it in, taps it to the corner. Cross ice. Point blank by Stefanik, but it can't quite make it to the. And here's a chance. Tapping it up is Burns. Burns carries over the blue line, and it's broken up quickly and tapped all the way to the red line. Hurley bumped off the puck. Simons with it. Taps it to Fontaine, who can't control it. It rolls back to the red line. Roby, Jack Roby fires it behind the net. Hurley gives chase. Back to Roby on the far side. Trying to center, bad bounce.
Off the official skate, I believe.
Oh, well, there you go.
Pocket with a heavy check.
Crowd liked that one.
Yeah.
Noisy anyway. Roby. Cross ice to Welcome in the corner. Welcome can't center. Center's no one there to pick that up. Roby was tangled up. Glided right off the crease. Hopkinson with it now. Shot off of a body. and picked up by Amston. Amston cross ice to Walcom, and Walcom loses it, and it rolls onto Mawson's stick, and he takes it behind the net. Mawson starts to wind up steam. Freer bumps the puck off his stick, and it rolls behind the net. Vortnoff with it. Polozov fakes the shot, loses it over the blue line. Mawson following through with a hit off of a leg, cross ice.
Again off of the referee.
Yeah. both Burns taking Winston Lee off, and Harrison McCog with it. Harrison cross ice to Walcom over the blue line. Puck bounces in front. Harrison's dragged out and grabs that puck from about 3 meters out of the net.
Good aggressive goaltending by Harrison.
Yeah. Trying to take it away from the McIntosh, or McCog, sorry. Yeah, McCog was there with it and robbed.
But again, you see the mutual respect, right? It's not a dirty play.
No.
Grace makes the save. McCog gets up.
Big smiles, yep.
Stepanik's so strong on the puck. Well done by Kozak to force Hasselman
to glove that down,
it,
yeah. Batting it to the corner isn't good enough, because Kozak
would have got there first. Yep.
He's got some boogie on.
Yep. To your point, keeping his feet moving. 32 seconds here in this third period.
Good heavens. Third period over, just about. And there it is, cleared out to the red line. Sandoy dumps it in. Hasselman stops it behind the net. Devlin taps it up to Walcom. Walcom with 14 seconds left. Walcom's got Devlin dragging in. Shot off the glass. Kept in. Shot off the blocker.
Good save.
And tapped up with 3 seconds left, giving chase. And whistle with 1 second, and icing's the call. Anything can happen in this.
That's it.
What a barn burner. Joel will be out of the net.
He's asking his bench, and Stampede deciding not to pull him. This is a crucial face-off here. Everybody lining up in the middle.
Yeah. It's like a scrum.
That's it.
And there it is. And that ends it.
And we are going to overtime for the first time this season for the Swarm.
So we take a break, short break, while the boys' coach gives them a talk. I'm not sure what this, I'm not used to this. You're going to ask me what happens.
This is my first year with the Swarm, so I'm not sure myself.
Well, I should know, but not often the Stampede have a tie.
Just want to point out that Michael Otwell, I don't think has had another shift since taking that high hit from Coyle.
Three on three.
3 on 3.
What do? Got to punch it in early. That's wide open spaces.
A lot of space out there.
Is that the Dixie Chicks? Wide open spaces, isn't it? I think they're coming to New Zealand. Not that I'm promoting them.
I think they are, because I think my partner has tickets to that one. I think her and her friend are going to go watch.
That's one thing, New Zealand. They have a good little small following of country music, but nothing like back home.
No.
Great time to thank all of our volunteers. This whole league runs on volunteers. Guys like Kyle Marsh, the camera crew, Sam, who's pushing the buttons back there. A lot of the helpers are on the security, and I noticed the younger guys there fundraising, selling tickets for draws and hampers to fundraise for the younger hockey leagues. It all happens here in Queenstown, like it does, I'm sure, at all the rinks.
And we say that we appreciate the work. Without the volunteers, like you said, Dave, without volunteers, there is no NZIHL. Right? They help put on the show, and so that's just a big thank you to everybody who has and who will and who is volunteering right now.
If you're interested, come on out. Bex, come on out and volunteer. Nigel, sign you up. So Stefanik facing off against McIntosh,
I believe, yep.
Santoy, and Fontaine, and they've got Walcom and Solo for the Stampede. Solo, Walcom, cross to Solo, lead to McIntosh, shot, big loose puck, and it's in. Stefanik grabbed the puck, but couldn't get a handle on it. I don't think
he knew that McIntosh was right on him.
Yeah, muscling in there.
Yeah.
22nd, what's the math there? Sort of 15 seconds in.
Yeah.
Shuts it down, quick ending. Poor Grace, that was a great save. She made the initial save, couldn't get across. Great opportunity.
Heck, that's only game 1 of 2.
I
so
know.
Excited to
Tomorrow
be back
night.
here tomorrow.
I wish I was here tomorrow night.
Are you not?
I am. You're not used to me. You'll get my jokes.
There you go.
All my fan base, both of them, get all my jokes. Anyway, well, this quickly ends this overtime period with 16 seconds.
What a hockey game.
Yeah, crazy. So ends up 4-3 in favor of the Stampede, but just by a whisker. And Swarm have no reason to hang their head. They'll come back with a huge flurry tomorrow night, I'm sure.
Yep. So that's the Swarms. That's our first loss of the year, and you know what we want, revenge.
Yes, hungry for the win.
Yep.
So tomorrow night, same time, same people listening. Like I say, you're not liking our voice, turn the volume down, but watch, because it's all good entertainment. Thanks for listening. I'm Dave Dubnik.
And I'm Kyle March.
You can hear us tomorrow.